what consent means. Now, let's go to our senior congressional correspondent, Dana Bash. She's here with the story. It's taken a lot of time, Dana, for many of these nominations to go forward.
That's right, especially when it comes to the judiciary. The Senate will actually vote tomorrow to try to break a GOP filibuster on one of President Obama's judicial nominees. Even with a huge majority in the Senate, Wolf, the Harvard-educated lawyer, is having a tough time putting his imprint on the federal bench.
I can think of, for
President
example,
Obama's very first judicial nominee, David Hamilton, sent to the Senate for confirmation 8 months ago.
In my work as a district judge,
he has bipartisan backing from his home state senators in Indiana. The Democrat and Republican enthusiastically support him as a mainstream judge. But most Republicans have been blocking Hamilton's approval to the Federal Court of Appeals in Chicago.
I think this judge is clearly a liberal activist, but we do have a responsibility to analyze and scrutinize the nominations.
That delay is one reason President Obama is poised to finish his first term in office with fewer judges confirmed than any president in recent history. The Supreme Court aside, so far only 6 Obama judicial nominees have been approved for the federal bench, compared to 28 judges confirmed in George W. Bush's first year in office, 27 for Bill Clinton, and 42 during Ronald Reagan's first year.
It's outrageous what is happening.
Senate Democrats accuse Republicans of obstructionism. GOP strategists call it a useful tactic for the Republican minority.
The Senate Democrats did it too when they're in the minority. It's just a tool that the minority uses to try to get more of what they want because they don't control the agenda, and for them it's very hard to be heard.
But it's not just the Republicans' fault that there are 99 vacancies on the federal bench. Part of the blame lies with President Obama, who has sent fewer judicial nominations to the Senate than his recent predecessors. That has alarmed Obama supporters eager to reverse President Bush's efforts to fill the courts with conservatives. Senate Democrats call it Obama caution.
The president has been more deliberative in sending forward nominations. That's absolutely correct. But if the Senate would have confirmed those nominees that have been approved by the committees, we'd be well ahead of schedule.
By this time in President Bush's first term, he had sent nearly 100 judicial nominations to the Senate. President Obama has sent just 27. Now, Democrats admit the slow pace has a lot to do with vetting. You remember, Wolf, the president got burned early on when some of his cabinet picks turned out to have tax issues. Well, the White House is now extremely cautious, both with their nominations for the administration and lifetime appointments for the federal bench. Wolf.
I remember. A lot of our viewers remember as well. Dana, thanks very much. The Obama administration is now considering moving some of those Guantanamo Bay terror suspects to a virtually empty prison in Illinois. We're considering the implications. That's coming up next.
Mecca School's 5th grade didn't come from the wealthiest families. They didn't have the latest laptops or know how a bank account worked. But they do have teacher Chauncey Veach, who uses a financial literacy program made possible by Visa. Visa works with parents and teachers to bring these programs to millions around the world. This is Mecca School. This is progress. Visa, currency of progress.
Super grain nutrition of Quaker Oats. Power yourself with the limitless possibilities of instant Quaker oatmeal.
If you've paid your FICA, you're not a faker. FICA is your very real Social Security tax. If you've paid your FICA taxes and your doctor says you're disabled, call 1-800-66-BINDER.
Domino's new mix and match deal with any 3 or more oven-baked favorites for just $5.55 each has got our chefs a little competitive. Choose your own combination, but if you ask me, I'd start with pasta in a warm seasoned bread bowl.
I cannot lie. People love the pie.
My oven-baked sandwiches can't be beat.
Magic Bread Bowl says,
this is the best thing since sliced bread.
Chapow! Okay then.
Choose any 3 or more one-topping pizzas, oven-baked sandwiches, or bread bowl pastas for only $5.55 each with the new Domino's Mix and Match deal.
A special American morning series, how militia families differ from yours. Patriots or extremists. Tomorrow only on CNN.
When this is what you see of the world, you learn to listen. When your family moves so you can attend a mainstream school,